After the initial training is done and our franchisees attend the 1 week in Toronto for 7 days, thereafter they're actually essentially opening the doors of their business. So time to first sale we're finding happens about 7 weeks. The average sale per client, which again is in our item 19, is about $8,000. And so it takes about 7 weeks to ramp up. We always recommend, and as is prudent when you start any business, even, I mean, for my own businesses, I've got the same mentality. 6 to 9 months, sometimes upwards of 12 months of living expenses should be covered. Make sure you can food, water, and shelter yourself. Don't expect the business to go out there on, you know, week 1 or month 1 for that matter, or go out there and pay your mortgage. Because if you do that, then you're setting yourself up for failure, because a lot of businesses, I mean, they fail in the first couple of years primarily due to undercapitalization. They run out of money. And so with our business, I mean, 6 to 9 months of living expenses covered, but we have some information in our item 19 that talks to some of the revenue figures you can make, and certainly speaking with franchisees when you're at that stage in our process will allow you to learn how quickly they've been able to ramp up the business and what to expect.
In ours, we recommend, and it's prudent to plan this way, we recommend 90 days of operating capital as part of your capital strategy. The reason that it is so limited to 90 days is we actually have franchisees that have launched and have been, as I said in my opening remarks, have been at their cash flow break-even position in 2 weeks. So while we are retail in our structure, in our storefront, this is a business that has such a high demand with so little supply that when we open our doors and properly introduce ourselves to the wireless retail community, business comes running.
Typically, at least last year, our franchises broke even. In other words, your expenses and your income at about 6 months, which is very fast, especially for a business as large as it is. The year before that, it was a year. So we're getting better and better at it. One of the things that we also do is in your initial investment, we include $200,000 of operating capital when you borrow your initial investment for your first year in business, because so many people have a tendency to come in undercapitalized. We want to make sure that they have that initial support, so we do that as well.
In the franchise disclosure document, there's a section called the financial performance representations, and we detail out our average sales of our restaurants open last year, our food and paper costs. In Zoop, as a new restaurant opening up in a new area, we find we open at a very strong sales level from day one. So we typically open up at our average sales that first 30 days. And franchisees that are able to manage their costs of food and labor are able to break even at that level or better. And then they're able to generate monthly cash flow from that point forward. That's where the franchisees validate and can give you the details. But we detail out food, labor, sales, and some seasonality, which our business exists in the four seasons of the year. We disclose the seasonality percentages of the year too.